Okay, guys, welcome back to a new video here. We got a big one. We got a real big one right here. Donald Trump is threatening Iran with basically bombs away. Okay, he's threatening them with major strikes if they do not or agree to his nuclear deal, where the deadline is, I believe, May 1st. Well, this is a major deal, and take into account, guys, for a deal to be done within the next 3 to 4 weeks, it's almost a non-starter. There's no way this is going to happen, and I want to remind you guys, Iran was in the nuclear deal that was signed during the Obama administration that the Trump administration pulled out of. So there was no nuclear development during that administration. But now all of a sudden, Trump wants an own nuclear deal with Iran. Now, is he actually looking for a deal with Iran, or is this kind of just grandstanding and going to be used as a pretext to attack Iran? Again, there's a lot of unknowns going on here, but if you guys don't know, Donald Trump sent a letter to Iran, basically very threatening, saying, listen, you have a few weeks to agree to a nuclear deal with the United States and Israel. And if you not agree to this deal, we will be attacking Iran with significant strikes. And he's reiterating that today because, according to reports, which we're going to talk about in a second, we see here Iran has officially rejected direct negotiations with the United States. So we could potentially see strikes on Iran relatively soon. Now, this is not, I want to be clear here. This does not necessarily mean there's no path for negotiations, because there could be some sort of indirect negotiations, but the chances of a deal being done within the next month, I would say, is virtually zero. So I think it's going to be more likely than not we're going to see some sort of strikes on Iran. And according to reports, Iran is already planning massive retaliatory strikes all across the Middle East on American bases. Israel, no question. And it's a potential catastrophe in a regional war. Okay. We're going to see oil prices go to $300 a barrel, and it would be a catastrophe, which is why I'm not sure Trump goes through with it, because, guys, this would be the end of his presidency. There is no way to sink a presidency faster than this. But you know what? All the people around him, the Israelis, are probably pushing him to do it. He might just do it. So here's what he told NBC News. If Iran does not agree to a nuclear deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before. So obviously, it would be a regime change operation. They would look to do regime change and overthrow the mullahs in Iran. Now, how did that work out in Iraq? Not too well. It's viewed as one of the worst wars the United States has ever done, and it completely failed, and nothing came of it. Total disaster, and even Trump himself says that. So the idea that he would go into Iran, which is way bigger and stronger country than Iraq, it's just completely insane. It's completely insane. But again, there's so many special interests around him, he might just go through with it. And guys, make sure to like and subscribe, by the way. We're surging. We're looking to get to 500 subscribers within the next couple of weeks. So make sure to subscribe, please. It's super good for the algorithm, and it helps out immensely. My Patreon link and Amazon links are also in the description if you want to help out the channel that way as well. So thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. So as I said, Iran rejected the direct negotiations. Let's go into the article here a little bit more. Iran's president said Sunday the Islamic Republic has rejected direct negotiations with the U.S. over its rapidly advancing nuclear program. I want to be clear. The United States and Israel, they have said for almost years now, it seems like, that they're a week away or a few weeks away from getting nuclear enriched uranium to enough to do a nuclear bomb. So again, whether this is propaganda or if this is actually true remains to be seen. But there is no question that there is some sort of nuclear research looking to be done by Iran. And frankly, I mean, if I was them, you got a lot of hawkish rhetoric coming from the United States and Israel against Iran. The best way to possibly prevent an attack would be to have a nuclear weapon. That's why North Korea, for example, hasn't been attacked, because they have a nuclear weapon. So it kind of makes sense. In the last years, regional tensions have boiled over into attacks at sea and on land. Then came the Israel-Hamas war and the Gaza Strip, which saw Israel target militant group leaders across the Middle East. And if you listen to Netanyahu talk, guys, he is basically saying Iran is the head of the snake. The rhetoric is very targeted at Iran. As I've said in this channel before, I think it's a matter of when, not if, Iran is attacked. I really believe that, and we could be seeing attack relatively in the near future. Okay. Again, it's a pro-Iranian account. Trump threatens Iran with bombing. If Iran doesn't make a deal, we'll bomb them, and it will be a bombing they've never seen before. So again, if they were to go through with the bombing of Iran, like before Iran even attacks, it would be clearly a regime change operation. There's no question about it. And I'm not sure people are aware. This would mean targeted strikes all across the Middle East on U.S. and Israeli bases. They've named specific bases where they're going to attack, where the U.S. has many bombers in the area. This would be a catastrophe. The American people do not want war in the Middle East, okay? Especially with Iran, and Is Iran really a threat to the United States mainland? I don't think they really are. To Israel, possibly, but that's Israel's problem, not the United States' problem. Okay, I just do not understand what he is doing with this. I think it's completely insane. Not to mention, guys, you have to understand, Trump campaigned on an anti-war message, okay? He campaigned on an anti-war message, and this is what he's done so far. Bomb Yemen, which he literally said during the campaign. Is a really stupid thing to do that. So, I mean, I guess what he says in the campaign trail doesn't matter. Like, it's a campaign promise broken, number one. Number two, and you saw in Signalgate, JD Vance himself was like, this is not consistent with the president's messaging, which is interesting to see some of those tidbits. But he said that, threatening to bomb Iran. Threatening is a mild way to putting it, because again, it will be a regime change operation. Threatening to annex Greenland. He did not rule out military force against Greenland also. So we're going to be invading Greenland, possibly. I mean, it's just so insane. And Canada, we're no longer friends and allies with Canada now. Is this what the American people voted for? Was he talking about Canada on the campaign trail? No. Israel Gaza ceasefire torn up, which he said he would end that war. That war is definitely not ending anytime soon, it looks like. And also, he's given those snuff film videos of the United States maybe taking over the Gaza Strip, just so insane, and displacing the Palestinian population. It's not very good. Okay, it's not good. Scorecard so far: threatening to annex Greenland and Canada, bombing Yemen, scrapping the Israel-Gaza ceasefire, and now dangling airstrikes over Iran. But tell me more about he's a president of peace. Yeah, he's not the president of peace. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And even today, it came out that Trump is pissed at Putin because, oh wait, Putin is actually not an honest actor because he continues to relentlessly bomb Ukraine and has no intention of ending the war anytime soon. It's just wow. This is what happens when you have incompetent people in charge, guys. It's not good. It's not good. You have to hope cooler heads prevail here, and Trump is doing some sort of bluffing mechanism, and he's trying to get some sort of deal done. But if he actually goes through with this, there is literally no quicker way to sink a presidency than this. Okay, if you're actually anti-war and you're MAGA, you cannot support this. This is completely insane. Completely insane, and they better get a declaration from the United States Congress, because you cannot invade a country like this without authorization from Congress. I want to make that very clear. Utterly disgraceful what is going on here. Say no to war in the Middle East. This is completely ridiculous. It is not in the best interest of the United States at all. It would be completely insane to do. That's what I got for you guys today. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm. As I said, subscribe to. We're almost at 500 subs. Keep it going. We got to get there. Let me know what you guys think of the content in the comments. I want a wide audience. That's what I got for you. Thanks so much, and I'll see you later.